All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol TSLA, Tesla Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Tesla Inc. has actually had a run today, and I've been actually stating to everyone to pay close attention to the S&P 500 index, how it's reacting, and how it's correlating because Tesla has been announced to join the S&P 500 index December 21st. Now, I just wanted to go ahead and have everyone aware to pay close attention to how Tesla directly or indirectly affects the S&P 500, because once it's actually added on after December 21st, it will be trading and affecting directly the S&P 500. So this is the first time out of the couple of days that since the announcement has happened that the S&P 500 is going in the other direction and Tesla is going in the upward direction. So right now, that's something that shows me that Tesla still doesn't have a direct correlation to the S&P 500 index, but indirectly we saw it how it was reacting yesterday and the day before since the announcement. Now we want to still continue to watch it because this is the first time that we're seeing them go in opposite directions, but it could indirectly affect the S&P 500 as we get closer to the time, and then once it actually gets added on to the S&P 500 index, it could directly affect the S&P 500 index at that point. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and say to all my viewers and everyone that's commented down below how excited you guys are, and I want to say thank you for taking the time to comment in the previous videos. And I want to say for anybody that's seen this for the first time or hasn't had a chance to go ahead and share their input, how excited are you guys, and do you think that the price targets that are being given out there, will this reach it? I see it probably almost reaching the $500 mark, but what about that $600 mark? Who thinks that $600 mark is gonna happen? I believe the 500, we're not too far from it. If the bulls continue to push through, I believe that is within reason, but who believes in that 600 plus? I really want to see your guys' insight, and if you guys think even more than that, I really want to see other investors what they're thinking and what they are saying and also what they're seeing. And not only that, but also how bullish you guys are. This was a big run today. This was significant, to be honest. And it left the 50-day moving average behind. I mean, the 50-day moving average is down here at $59.09 to be exact. But it's a little bit hard to get it to the T. But just to round it down, it's $59, $4.59. That's phenomenal at $4.59. But let's go ahead and bring this resistance up to its new location, and it's the highest point reached in this bullish run. And I want us to look at some previous numbers that are important for this chart. And we're going to look at the lowest point here reached when this leveled off. So when we zoom out throughout the whole volatility of Tesla has broken through all the areas of the $400 range, and it's now above it. These were probably the most important numbers up here at the 460 range and down here at the 461, 465, and so forth. Now we're in the 486 and it hit highs of almost 500. We're not that far away from the highest valuation of Tesla, which was 538. That once that's broken through, this could be on its way to newer highs and new resistance levels. Tesla right now is certainly leaving behind that $300 mark way down here when it actually fell into the bearish run, and it's been with a lot of volatility, ups and downs, but at the end of the day it's been in a sideways movement and it's working its way up to newer highs as we speak. Very interesting. This announcement is a big deal for this stock. Not only that, but I want us to pay close attention to resistance, how it was touched twice and rejected here. So that's important. This resistance level needs to be broken through by the bulls for tomorrow or the days to come. And let's look at our support as well. As I stated earlier, our 50-day moving average is down here at 459. I don't want to get to the T of it because it's 459 and 9 cents. I'd rather just round it down to a whole number. It's $400.59 as long, $59, $459. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. So what is important for the bulls to maintain this control and stay above the 50-day moving average and continue to work its way up to newer highs? Well, the bulls need to break through resistance. This resistance level is 496.05. It's been rejected twice within 1 hour, and it leveled off down here at 486.25. So I want to emphasize that the bulls need to break through 496.05, turn that into a support to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. Very important for the bulls to pull away from the 50-day moving average and reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. So that is my emphasis on the resistance. It needs to be turned into a support, and the bulls, to maintain this bullish control and momentum, they need to continue to break through resistance levels, and our current resistance level is 496.05, as well as the highest point reached in this bullish run and in this recovery since the bearish fall from 538. So this is the highest point that the bulls have been able to reach, and there's been a rejection twice. So it's very important for the bulls to actually break through it. Now, let's look at our support. Our support is 484.82. If that gets broken through, we're still in bullish territory, but you have that window to look at how this stock is reacting between 484.82 and 459.09 to see how quickly is it moving to newer lows. Are the bulls trying to reappear, and so forth. So I want to emphasize, pay close attention to the behavior of this stock. Yes, you're still in bullish territory, but it is important to keep in mind and pay close attention to how the stock is reacting. So as always, if you guys found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. And on these scheduled dates, the S&P 500 index is rising due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. What does that mean for us as investors? Well, if the S&P 500 index is rising, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it. They're rising up anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share, sometimes even more. Obviously, you have to do your due diligence and research, but I know that per share, it may not sound like a lot, but that does add up per share. I mean, keep in mind, 30 cents to $3 per share does add up. I know that I always say profits are profits, and if you put $1 into the market and you got back $2, you've done a great job. And that's what this is all about here, so that we can all learn and grow together, and also so that I can inform every single investor and viewer on the great news that there is an opportunity to maximize profits. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you profits in the video. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just analyzing the S&P 500 index and putting the dates and the charts side by side so you can see for yourself that they speak for themselves. Literally, it's showing it in the charts, and on the specific dates you could see it. And if it's rising up, there's individual ticker symbols within it rising up. So you have to do your due diligence, as I stated, and research. But it is an opportunity, whether the market's going up or the market's going down, to maximize profits and minimize losses. Now, again, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to enlighten every single viewer and investor on the great news that there is an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. Check out the video. I wouldn't want you guys to overlook it. I just did the most updated one for this week, and you'll see in the chart what I explain, and then look at the S&P 500 index today, how it reacted, and you will see everything that I talked about is in that video. It's very informative and helpful. I wouldn't want you guys to miss it. It's super good information for every single investor to be better equipped weekly. It's a weekly series that I do, so stay tuned for more as long as the Federal Reserve continues to pump the markets. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.